Well, hello, EMS. Um, Before I get started, I want to let you know that I restored. Excuse me. So I wanted to let you know before I got started that I restored Mussolini's moderator status. So now Trin, you, and Mussolini are moderators on this channel now. And we've gained a couple subscribers. But let me put this out on the social media and we'll get started. Okay, so we do that. Let me switch back. Okay. So put this on Facebook. As soon as Facebook reloads. There we go. Oh, come on. Son of... Why does it not let me paste this? There it is. Let me log on to Facebook. And let me put this on X. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Oops. I made a boo-boo. I can fix it when I can fix it. I made a boo-boo in the description, but I can fix the description. That's no big deal, changing the description. I'll change it when I create the next live stream for tomorrow. You know something, before we get started doing all this, and we're going to start with Darwin Goodson today. We're not going to do Ray, we're going to do Darwin Goodson. And we're going to go through what has been said on his side. But the thing is, what's funny about all this is, I hate to say this, but social media platforms like Facebook, social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube have become a shit show. It has become a big shit show. And to be honest with you, I enjoy being a YouTuber, but the thing is, with all this stuff that's going on with Facebook and YouTube, you know, it used to be fun. YouTube used to be a fun place. You can be yourself and do what you want to do. And and I got told I got told to stay in my lane and not talk about. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. So, I was told to stay in my lane. Don't talk about the fleas. Don't talk about the drama, and stick to technology. Well, I can't do that. The side of me that says that the side of me that's saying that these people are saying all these bad things about Jeremy, and the truth needs to be put out there. I should do that. If I did a technology live stream, it'd be 20 minutes and then that'd be it. Let me choose what I want to talk about on my platform. As long as these people are going out there and telling these lies about Jeremy and George and everybody, I'm going to come out here, I'm going to debunk them, I'm going to put the truth out there. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to say names. But the thing is, that side, that side of me is saying, well, these people are saying bad things and lying about Jeremy. I can't sit here and let people keep going on about Megan and Tug and Jeremy and everybody and not put the truth out there. I can't do it. Is this an attempt to try and silence me? Trying to silence my voice, my right to freedom of speech? Is this some kind of plot to seize my right to freedom of speech? Everybody has the right to freedom of speech, okay? But the thing is, when you cross that line of freedom of speech and you're going on your platform every time you get a chance and you talk about Jeremy and George and Travis and everybody, that becomes defamation. And as long as these people are doing it, I'm going to let my voice be heard and put the truth out there. And I hate that when people try to take over. They try to take over. See, that's the problem. They, you know what? I'm not going to talk about that because if I say something, they're going to hear it, or they're going to come in here and get audio of it and use it against me, like they always do. So they they want fame, is what it is. Now, Mr. Darwin Goodson, let me put this let me put this out here. Let me put this out here as this is my statement. Okay, I don't hate anybody. Okay, I'm like Spawn. I don't hate people. I dislike what people are doing to Jeremy and everybody that's on the what the hell side. I don't hate people. I won't get on here and publicly defame people like they do. I dislike people, and that's my right. I have the right to dislike anybody that I want to dislike. If you don't like it, up your ass. You know, and Darwin Goodson, I don't know how he got. I really don't know how this person got involved in this in the first place. Probably from Ray. Most likely got it from Ray. But you know what? I don't dislike Darwin, but take some good advice, Mr. Goodson, from somebody. It's a YouTuber himself. Stay out of it. My best advice is to stay out of this drama and don't mention, you know, don't keep using your platform to mention Jeremy. Even if you don't mention, see that thing too, you don't understand. Okay, you think that people are stupid, but people aren't stupid. You don't have to mention names in your videos, but it's what you're talking about. We know who you're talking about. You know, we weren't born yesterday. But my best advice to you, sir, is to stay out of it before you end up being served and being sued. Now, you have the right to your opinion. Everybody has a right to opinion. Everybody has opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, right? But when your opinion goes out there and defames Jeremy and accusing him of stuff that's not true, you have stepped over that line. So this is so this is so this is from a video that I did on the 26th of November of last year, and these are the notes from that. And these are the notes from that video. Yeah, it's like what you said, EMS. Talk about stuff like that. Talk about other things other than Jeremy Hales. Talk about your hometown. Talk about when you grew up. Stuff like that. So, like I said, this is from a video I did back in November 26th of last year, which I don't have the video. Because if I did, I wouldn't be doing this. But then again, maybe the truth needs to be re-exposed in a different. Maybe the truth needs to be exposed in a different way. But I'm gonna take my shot at it. So Jeremy hates people and really goes after people with words. So Jeremy hates people and goes after them with words. Huh. That's kind of funny. Since the two fleas have been doing it for 9 months, now it's going to be 10 months now. And I never heard Jeremy go. And that's the thing. You don't have proof that Jeremy is doing this anyway. And I don't think Jeremy would actually attack people or go after people using words. But he doesn't. I don't think Jeremy hates people. Hmm. He said something about Jeremy did a video because he didn't like Thomas Collins. Well, if Jeremy doesn't like Thomas Collins, then he has that right not to like them people. Hey, Gail, how are you today? That's. And then he said that Jeremy's confrontation with John Cook, that John had said what John had said was not so, and the video was edited. Jeremy doesn't do that. Jeremy doesn't do that. And the lights are flickering. I might have to get off of this thing and come back and do this another time. Because while I was waiting to come online, the lights were going on and off, on and off, on and off, and I lost the internet for about 5 or 6 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. I don't like the way the lights are flickering. And then he said that the Ohio Protection Order offends other states. Wait a minute. How does the Ohio Protection Order offend other states? Does this idiot realize that if he got a protection order in Ohio, that Florida or Alabama or Georgia or Mississippi or California or wherever, the law says they have to enforce it. And he actually said that Jeremy did, and now just remember, this is from November. This is the end of November of last year. But said that he admitted Jeremy was doing a good thing, did a good thing by doing Christmas in the Creek. So I don't think he's not hateful. He's not hateful. I give him that. He's not hateful. He's probably like me and just dislikes people. He dislikes the people that are idiots. And then he had to open his mouth and say that Otter Creek was under siege and it was being put out on YouTube. Huh. Yeah, he's harmless. I think it's just his opinion. I don't hold anything against him, but like I said, maybe he should consider going back and doing what you know, going back to doing the videos and the shorts that you were doing before all this. You can get into trouble. I'm sure that Jeremy has been, it gets anything about him. I'm just wondering what convinced him to go to the Two Fleas side. Because at first he wasn't on the Two Fleas side. Then all of a sudden he jumped on the bandwagon with Ray Bonecrusher. And then, of course, now he did say this is a true statement that Jeremy has the money to fight. So he did say that Jeremy has the money to fight this. And then he went on and then he attacked. This is what I mean. He attacked Jeremy's handwriting expert. So he went on this little rant about Jeremy's handwriting expert. And then he said, claims that they will have a hard time proving Michelle is guilty with these signs. That's just Spectrum. It's just Spectrum calling, let me know that the internet's back up again. There's an outage. It's affecting our area. But yet we're still here. If there's an outage, and I'm still here on the internet. As soon as the phone stops ringing, I'll continue. Thank you. It's a Spectrum calling to let me know that there's still an outage, but I don't think there's an outage because I have internet. Yeah, you're. Alabama Power is good at what they do, but it takes them too long to fix the problem. It sounds like from what I heard while waiting to come online, it sounded like the tree limbs were touching or crossing the primary cables. You can hear the bzzz. Exactly what you said. That he's sticking up, not knowing what the truth is, because he doesn't read. And this is a sad thing that these two idiots claim. Oh, I've seen both sides of it. Let me ask you a question. Have you seen both sides of it? Have you really seen both sides of it? Have you really seen? You say that you've seen the truth, you, but have you seen both sides of it? Have you gone back and looked at Jeremy's videos? Are you able to make a conscious decision whether Jeremy is right or Jeremy is wrong? See, the problem is these people get on that bandwagon of hate, and they're convinced, you know, they're convinced that Jeremy did all these things. And see, this guy has a hard on. Before I even read this is a statement from him. But the thing is, this guy has a hard on about people making money off of YouTube. Why do you have such a problem with people making money off of YouTube? Isn't that the goal of every channel? Is to grow and then grow your channel enough that you can be monetized so you can make something off of your hard work? He claims that Jeremy is into the YouTube for money and, and stated his subs are. Some go against you are afraid to go up against Jeremy. What? So he said that Jeremy was doing this for YouTube and that his subscribers are afraid to go up against Jeremy. That doesn't make any sense. And then he said that Jeremy did all this for the story. Welcome back. Since the people that are defending him is not doing a scoop, but people are. So I don't know what the hell he even. I'm sorry that I apologize for struggling. Says that the people that are defending him is not doing a good job. The people are seeing through it. And then he stated that his minions are trying to take him down. Uh, I don't think so. I don't even know why. I still don't know why this is relevant in the current case. He said that he made a comment about Randy losing his dental license and became a lawyer. Well, that's his choice. And then he claims the minions are on YouTube to make money. Okay, well, first of all, at not at any given time has Jeremy ever paid his subscribers. I never got. I'm still waiting on my paycheck. So none of us are on YouTube. And if we are on YouTube and we have a channel and we are monetized, we have the right to make money. I don't know why this guy has such a hard on about it. And then he said that he actually accused us and said that we were covering up for something that is bad. Sickly is Bruce the Deuce, Bruce, handwriting expert. So he's saying that Bruce's handwriting expert was better. Okay, so if you're a handwriting expert who's been how many times had this had the testimony that they couldn't give that he couldn't give testimony in any court case. Okay, their expert said that Jeremy wrote them signs and said Michelle didn't do it, which is bullshit because John admitted in the Ohio court hearing that she wrote the signs and he posted them. And then he said he doesn't hate Jeremy, but disagrees with stuff that he has done and called him a jerk. Hmm. Stated Jeremy did not what? Said something about Jeremy wanted to do something, didn't want to do something because he would lose content. And I put the footnote. This idiot thinks that he said that he thinks that all this is about money and greed. And I had to step away to use the restroom. I'll be right back. And I have to agree with you guys. I agree with you guys. And they keep digging themselves into a hole that they're not going to be able to get out of. And then he said that there were false claims and reports about Michelle. And then he said the protection order in Ohio was bogus. No, it wasn't. Okay, okay, well, prove it. You prove to me that the protection order in Ohio was bogus. When Jeremy has the evidence, it's like I said before. If Jeremy didn't have the evidence to prove his case and to get that protection order, he wouldn't have gotten the protection order. And then he still claims that Jeremy was doing all this for content and thinks nothing about except for himself, about himself. Instead, Jeremy got his minions to go out and remove a what? Oh, a trailer from Michelle's property. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay? Jeremy didn't get his minions to do anything. That's bullshit. First of all, Lloyd was scared for his life and wanted to get off of his property, get off of her property. He contacted Jeremy, and Jeremy contacted Therese and Brett and everybody, and they got his stuff off of Michelle's property because Lloyd gave them permission to get his stuff. And then she said that I think they doxed the wrong person in this because he said that he claimed that Lloyd was under a domestic abuse and couldn't have guns. I think they doxed the wrong person and got the wrong information with that. Exactly, Gail. None of what they have said is truthful. I think they doxed the wrong Lloyd Campbell. I mean, this guy is an old person. He's an elderly person. And then he said, now get this, guys. Get this, guys. Claims that Jeremy is the one going after Michelle and the family. Bullshit. Bullshit. Jeremy didn't go after them. Jeremy's not going after them. This is all John and Michelle's fault. Because their actions have consequences. And now they're going to have to face those consequences. You can't blame Jeremy or anybody on the what the hell side. I think so, Gail. But even if it did, why did it have any relevance now? I mean, I don't even know if there's a statute of limitations for something like that. I say that they probably doxed the wrong person. But going back to what I just said, this is all on John and Michelle. This had nothing to do with Jeremy. Jeremy had nothing to do with these people. They inserted themselves into his life. Jeremy didn't insert himself into their life. And because of what they're doing, they're going to have to face the consequences of their actions. And then he claimed that Michelle does not deserve what she is getting. Yeah, well, I hate to disagree with you, sir, but she's the one that inserted themselves into Jeremy's life. They're the ones that have been starting all this problem in the beginning. So she doesn't deserve what she's getting? Yes, she does. She was told to cease and desist, but she kept on doing it. They got a protection order. Jeremy got a protection order against them. And they still violate the protection order. You seem to forget this is all Michelle and John's doing. This had nothing to do with Jeremy. Jeremy is not doing anything to these people. It's them that are doing it. And now they're pissed off, crying victim, because now Michelle and John have to face the consequences for their actions. So now he's saying, he stated Jeremy was supposed to be a Christian and said, shame on you for trying to tear down a family and this may not be that was not what a Christian would do. Here's another one, just like Ray Bone Crusher, questioning somebody's Christianity, but yet you call yourself a Christian and you're getting on here and saying these things about Jeremy that are not true. Woof, woof, woof. And then he said that Jeremy was going the extra mile to make a whole family miserable. No. No. No, 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 no. No fucking way. The only people making that family miserable is themselves. They're the ones that are doing this to themselves. How much more do we have to do on this? I mean, we don't have very much. Oh, by the way, hashtag Dillagaff. It's ridiculous. That's all it is. It's just ridiculous. But how are you blaming this on Jeremy? How can you say that Jeremy is the one that's making a whole family miserable? Well, but see, you don't see it what Michelle and John have done to Jeremy. See, you always want to you want to make them out to be victims, but you don't see the truth. You don't see the truth because you believe the lies. Then he actually called Jeremy a narcissist. Let me ask you something, Mr. Goodson. Do you ever do any research on what you're talking about? I mean, it's obvious that the notes that I'm reading came from your. I took the time to do the research and to research your transcripts. But do you actually do research on any of the stuff that you're talking about? It's like Spawn said, do your research. And then again, here we go again. He still claims that the signs were that he actually again claimed that the signs were forged, making it look like Michelle's handwriting. My lawyer just fell down. My computer died. It didn't die. Claims Jeremy illegal acti- committed illegal activity and should be in jail for it. Okay, well, you show me. You show me that Jeremy has done something that's illegal. Show me and see. This is what I mean. It's like Spawn said. They spout this shit off without having any factual proof. That's the problem. They tell this shit and they spew their shit without any factual proof. I'm just sitting here reading this. Claims that Jeremy is going to push this case, and somebody's going to find the truth, and said he wouldn't like the truth. Then when they find out who really wrote the signs. Dipshit, John admitted in the Ohio court case that she wrote the signs and he posted them. Yeah, a nice income from grifting. Okay, and then he said right here, I had to look and see what I wrote. He claimed that Jeremy and he said that he claimed that Michelle and John had done no harm to Jeremy. Bullshit. Taking up for her fucking side, playing it off like she's a fucking victim. And she's the one that did all this. Well, let me ask you this before we continue. Let me mark off where I left off here. Okay, if I wanted to do a give, send, go, let me ask this. If I wanted to do a give, send, go to help support the channel because I'm not monetized and raise the money to pay for StreamYard for a couple of years, is there anything wrong with that? Since that money comes out of my pocket, the money to pay for StreamYard and to do all this comes out of my pocket. It comes out of my benefits every month. Is there anything wrong with doing a give, send, go to raise enough money to pay for StreamYard for at least a couple of years that it doesn't have to come out of my pocket? Now, just remember, everybody, what I'm reading today is this is from last year. I just don't know how this idiot got involved in all this. And if I was him, I would be quiet and stop talking about it before he ends up getting sued. I agree with EMS, he's harmless, but you should know better. Because that's another person that's in his 60s. I think he said he was in his 60s. Well, I think that your generation should know better. I think that your generation should know right from wrong. But see, that's the problem. When you take up on the two police side, Your internet is in and out or mine. And he still claims that Bruce's handwriting expert said Jeremy wrote the sign. That's bullshit. It's probably because I'm not saying anything. It could be because I'm not saying anything. That's bullshit. Let me ask a question, stupid ass. Okay? How could Jeremy write the signs? How could Jeremy forge her signature or forge her handwriting when he was in Ohio? And I don't think that George and Deanna and Travis or any of those people would do the same thing. Why would Jeremy make signs up like that about himself? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But of course, he's been accused so many times of Jeremy's been accused so many times of creating storylines from fabricated material. And then he said something about the fake CPS calls or the false CPS reports. They're not false, sir. People saw what the conditions of the property were and they reported it. There's no false CPS reports. People saw what the conditions of the property were and reported it. CPS is the one that dropped the ball. But see, that pisses me off. In a lot of ways, that pisses me off. Because look at what happened to Eric. A fake CPS call was made about Eric's daughter, 12-year-old daughter, and they took her away. But people who have a genuine consider have a when people had a considerable amount of care for a little girl, a little 5-year-old girl, and reported the conditions, they didn't do a shit. That's really sad. That's bullshit. They go after Eric. They make a false. They make a false CPS report, and Eric told the police officer that it was a fake CPS call. See, being a member of Eric's channel, I'm able to watch the members only video, and I watched all that stuff. I'm still horrified at what happened. I'm still pissed off what happened. They took that man's 12-year-old daughter away from him on a false CPS report. But when people who have a considerable amount of concern about a little 5-year-old girl and CPS didn't do a fucking thing about it. And then he claimed that Jeremy was going after the child to get to Michelle. No, sir. At no time did Jeremy go after the child to get to Michelle. Why are you saying these lies? Why are you sitting there on your platform and lying? and still claims that Lloyd had a domestic violence charge on him. I think they doxed the wrong Lloyd Campbell. It sounds like to me like either they doxed the wrong Lloyd Campbell, which is more than likely, but I would think the statute of limitations would have ran out because he's an elderly person. And then he says that the Trespass Five had no right to film on private property without her permission. Oh my God. They were filming for their protection. They were documenting everything. They were filming because Michelle is not a mentally stable person. Hold on, I can get it for you. Are you gonna do it? I have subscribed to so many damn channels. I think that will take you to his. I think that would take you to. He has 101,000 subscribers. He had 700, and now he's got 1,000 subscribers. Well, we gained what? We had 15 subscribers on here after I started, and we gained 5 subscribers. And see, and I'm doing this without being promoted on other YouTube channels, so the word is getting out. Okay, so so he's saying that Jeremy is following them around all the time. That's bullshit. Jeremy has nothing, doesn't have the time to follow them around. That's bullshit. He said that he actually said that the Ohio Protection Order will go down in flames. He actually said that. He actually said that the Ohio Protection Order was going to go down in flames. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, now, and he said this. He said this. Said that Jeremy was using his money for Christmas as deception. And then he said, claims Jeremy deceives people for the purpose of getting money. Okay, well, again, it's like Spawn says, they spout their shit. They spout that shit out of their mouth without having any actual proof. Obviously, this idiot doesn't do his research. Obviously, this idiot doesn't do his research. So, I'm gonna get my fucking hammer and beat somebody's ass. Hold on. Was it any of us? Was it on our side? Or was it on the anti what the hell's ecosystem side? I don't believe that anybody from us, it could be anybody. But I got a feeling I might know who. You know what? I really think I know where that came from. But I'm not going to say names. But I got a good feeling I know where that came from. If it is somebody that was following Jeremy, because I know it's not going to be any of us. But I got a good feeling I know who did it, and they should shame on them for doing it. Shame on them for doing it. I got a feeling I know who did that. But I'm not going to mention names because I don't have proof. It's like I said, without proof. And I don't even know how to do the research on it. I would have to get with Eric, and Eric's still pissed off at me. So I'm not. Then he states that Jeremy set up a GoFundMe to deceive people by deceiving them. That doesn't make sense. That's what he said. Yeah, I got a pretty good feeling it was one of several that probably did it. But I don't have proof, so I can't comment. Even if I did, I wouldn't comment about it. I wouldn't say names. But that's hateful right there. That shows hate towards somebody who didn't do anything to you. That shows hate for somebody that's a military veteran. I don't know who you're talking about. And then this idiot went on about the cameras on Jeremy's property being pointed at Michelle's property. See, just remember, this is old content. This is old. But, I don't know how many times that I have to explain it that Jeremy's cameras are not pointed at her fucking property. And he's not stalking a little girl. His cameras are on his property, are protecting his property by looking at the road, the people approaching his property. Accused Jeremy again of following Michelle and John, which is not true. Again, he claimed he does not hate Jeremy, but disagrees with him. And then he claims that Jeremy went after Michelle for notoriety and has been doing it for content and it was doing it for views and money. Bullshit. It sounds like it. Okay. Claims that I don't know what the hell. He still accuses of sacrificing a child to get at the parent. That's not the truth. And then he claimed that Jeremy hates Michelle. I don't think Jeremy hates Michelle. He dislikes her for what he's doing. I don't think he hates her. Yeah, sure is. I have no idea what I wrote. Oh, claims that all this is about the child and not the mother. Bullshit. Says the smaller channels hold up the truth. Told the truth. Hold up the truth. And the bigger channels see dollar signs. Okay, well, you keep accusing, you accuse these bigger channels of making money. You're saying that people are making money off of this. Well, isn't that a content creator's right? I don't get this. And then he called Jeremy a bully and a narcissist because what this is supposed what he is supposedly doing to Michelle and the family. Okay, well, prove first of all, prove to me that Jeremy has done anything. Show me and prove to me. that Jeremy has done something to the family. Show me the factual proof. Oh, that's right, because you don't have the factual proof. And then he said that the fence went up to protect the child from evil. Don't tell me I messed that up. No, I didn't. Says the evilest and narcissist in town needed to be stopped. I don't know what the hell he's talking about that. Claims the two fleas and their minions were helping Michelle and John. That's probably Spectrum saying that the outage is over with. Watch this. Jefferson County Medical Examiner's Office, may I help you? Hello? Jefferson County Medical Examiner's Office, may I help you? Gets them every time. And there is such a place. There is such a place. The Jefferson County, Alabama Medical Examiner's Office is in the old Cooper Green Mercy Hospital. It usually stops the calls. All right. Then he said that he claimed that Jeremy was destructive to the family and it was pathetic. Claimed that Jeremy is going to get her home after he was the lawsuit and said he has won nothing and has to go with Florida statutes and not Ohio's. And still claims that the Ohio protection order is a phony. They still accuse Jeremy of having cameras pointed at Michelle's property. He called it an obsession and narcissist. All these things that he's saying is a lie. And first of all, he's wrong. Okay, if I have a protection order in Alabama and I go to Buffalo, New York, the police in that area have to enforce the protection order. If the protection order is somebody against somebody in New York, Buffalo, New York, and I get it here in Alabama, Buffalo, New York has to abide by the police and the authorities in Buffalo, New York have to abide by that. They have to enforce that protection order. And that's something that Florida isn't doing because somebody told them not to do it. They still accuse Jeremy of driving by and filming her and claims it's illegal. No, it's not illegal. He's filming for his protection because they keep violating the protection order. And how is it illegal if he's filming from a public road? Oh my God. Don't tell me this idiot's losing brain cells too. Accuse Jeremy of the same thing the two fleas did. I put heifers, but so this is what I wrote. They accused Jeremy of doing the same thing that two fleas did. Hiding in the bushes and filming this moron called Jeremy. This moron, a coward and a jerk. That's what he called him. And then he said that this family has been struck by an evil person. Yeah, that's true too. But see, it's the same thing. This idiot is doing the same thing as what everybody else is doing. He's attacking people. He's attacking people without factual proof. And then he said that Jeremy bullies older people. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. Jeremy bullies older people. Prove it. Jesus. Do your fucking research and prove it. Do what Spawn says. Do your fucking research and prove it. All you're doing is making false accusations against Jeremy. And then he claims the trolls and the minions are against the fence. I don't think that anybody was against the fence going up. I wasn't against the fence going up. I don't think anybody was against the fence going up because it hid what a garbage dump that property really was. It was actually an improvement to the property. So why would anybody be against it? That doesn't make sense. Claims that the fence went up because Jeremy was bullying the family. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. That is bullshit. And then he claimed that the DJ Radis was at the town hall meeting filming for Jeremy. Well, if you wanted to do, if DJ Radis wanted to do that, he has that right. If Jeremy didn't want to be at the town hall meeting and asked DJ Radis to film it, there's nothing wrong with that. And then he attacked. Then he went on and attacked DJ Radis about his Waldo outfit. Oh my God, it's a fucking joke. Oh my God, it was a fucking joke. Can't you take a fucking joke? Oh my God. Says that Jeremy and DJ Radis were invincible. That doesn't make sense. And I made some footnote. I made a footnote here, which we're going to get to in a minute. I mean, he's doing the same thing as what the two fleas and Ray are doing. They're attacking people. He's attacking people. Oh, the guy that I was just looking at the weather. for a brief second. The guy that played Chucky died. I didn't know that. Geez, everybody's passing away now all of a sudden. But Dick Van Dyke just turned 100 years old. So this is my footnote. I had to stop at this point because idiot. Hold on. Something about the same unknown, non-factual lies and accusations the two fleas, the two fleas do. And then I said, a true Christian would never attack someone the way you do. This is not your opinion. It's an it's a personal vendetta and attack on Jeremy Hales. You are doing the same thing as Ray Bonecrusher and the two fleas are doing. Using your YouTube channel to to wage an outright personal attack on Jeremy and trying to take him down and ruin his life based on the lies of Michelle Preston, who is claiming to be a victim. But what you do not seem to understand and refuse to grasp all all the real truth is this is all her fault. She caused all this. Let's see, how long is this one? Not very long. This one's long too. Eric just went live, so let me see if I can jump on his. I don't want to stay on here too long. That's right. That's right. He was there the entire time that they removed it. That's right, Gail. See, and these people don't seem to realize that the truth is out there. That Jeremy has the proof. He has the receipts. And he has the documentation. I don't know if I'm going to go. It seems like Eric's a little bit pissed off still at me. Is this one long too? Yeah, exactly, Gail. I agree with that. I agree with that. We are getting so close. You know what, guys? We are getting close, so close to the 2 hour mark. I really don't want to read this. I think I would like to save this for tomorrow because it's more stuff that Darwin has said in the past, and this is old. No, this is last. This is this year. This is the beginning of this year. I hope Eric gets over it. So what we'll do is we will continue this tomorrow. Um, and what I have been doing is when the fleas go live, I'm taking the notes and I'm just adding them. Yes, 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 yes. So what I'm going to do with the two fleas and Ray Bonecrusher is we're going to read Ray Bonecrusher's shit, and that's going to be several live streams to get through that material. And I'm going with Ray Bonecrusher and the fleas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the old to the new because I think you need to hear what was said in the past. And you see, if you when I'm reading this stuff, you will see a pattern. You would definitely see a pattern. You would definitely see a pattern of hate and defamation from these people. Yeah, I'm gonna jump over there when I get done with this. I really need to go to the store, so I'm not gonna stay too long on him with him. But what I'm saying is the two fleas and Eric. Now you got me saying Eric. Two fleas and Ray Bonecrusher. I'm just gonna break them down into live streams and talk about what was said. This way, I get through the material. It's done. I don't have to make videos. I can talk about. I'd rather talk about it on the live streams. But I'm going to tell you one thing. There is no fucking way I'm going to let anybody come on this channel and tell me how to run my platform. If I want to talk about technology, I'll talk about technology. If I want to talk about the two fleas, I'll talk about the two fleas. It's my platform, and I will talk about anything that I want. Have a good one, Gail. I'll see you again. I hope to see you again soon. And thank you for coming. Um, it's my platform, it's my channel. If I want to talk about stuff, I'm going to talk about it. If you don't like it, then don't watch. But you will no longer, no people will no longer be able to come on here and to control the narrative and control my channel. Not anymore. Same time, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. It's like I said, if I want to talk about different things on my channel, different topics or different things on my channel, I'm going to talk about it. Because one, it's my channel, it's my right. And by the way, like I said, I reinstated Mussolini's moderator status on my channel because I love that woman. She's been nothing but sweet to me and didn't deserve what happened to her. And yeah, I mean, now I got three ladies on here that don't take no shit. So if you're planning on coming on here and starting shit, my suggestion is play nice and be nice. Because my moderators will put your ass in a timeout. But there is no more timeouts anymore. You will be banned automatically. So with that, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, oh, and to the new subscribers to this channel, before I go off for today, to anybody that has subscribed to this channel, thank you very, very much for supporting my channel. And if you're one of the idiots, thank you for coming on here and watching and giving me the watch time hours. This channel is going to grow without you, no matter what you say or do about what you say or do about what you say about me, or what you do. But thank you to all those people, and thank you to the people that are on here that come into my live streams and support my channel. Thank you very, very much. Your support means a lot to me, and we're going to build this family back up again. It's going to take time, but we're going to build this family back up again. So, if you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's on my channel, please consider subscribing. When you subscribe to my channel, you are helping to grow this channel in many different ways. And don't forget to hit that notification button. When you hit that notification to get all notifications, that lets you know when I go live and when a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Smash it with that hammer. And I broadcast Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I think it's what? 1 o'clock Pacific Time? And that would be 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Saturdays when we do trivia, that's at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. You all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again tomorrow, and we will continue this tomorrow because I have so much content to go through. I'm drowning in content, and I would like to get caught up with it. But you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again here tomorrow. And anybody that remembers the old Batman TV show, same bat time, same bat channel. You all have a wonderful evening.